Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is the Mesa video I was talking about. We're going to be compiling Mesa with VA API enabled. This is for those of you who are wanting to test the bleeding edge version of NKV, which is the open source Vulkan driver for NVIDIA, which pretty much comes working out of the box for Fedora 40, which is super nice. And we'll be compiling. If I can get my microphone to do what it's supposed to, give me 1 second. We will be compiling 24.2, which is the developer version currently of Mesa, but I will be showing you how to compile multiple versions. So first things first, we're going to be installing some dependencies, because what we're doing kind of depends on those dependencies. And if you're just starting off new in this and not been following the series, let's just do these for now. So this is the libav utility. It will show you all the stuff that your device supports. And then we're going to be grabbing the dependencies for Mesa itself. So that's these ones right here. So I'm going to go up and we're going to go over this command. So this command, it says, as administrator, I need my package manager to find the build dependencies of this, which is Mesa, which is the NVK driver and also the AMD driver and the Intel driver. So this makes life super easy, by the way, in grabbing a lot of stuff. Now, once it's done installing everything, we're going to be git cloning and cding in to Mesa itself, the folder that we'll bring down. So I'm going to hit clear, and I'm going to explain this to you, okay? So git clone means we're going to grab the Git repository where Mesa is being held. We're going to bring it down locally, and, we're going to cd into the folder it creates. So if we hit enter, Mesa is going to be brought directly down, and it's going to take a while depending on your internet speed, of course. So if we're only going 60 to 70, 80 megabytes a second, so mine's going pretty quickly. Yours might differ because no one has my internet speed. Not that I know of, anyway. And this can cause some performance issues, which is annoying because it has to resolve a whole bunch of deltas, which I found out uses CPU because there's something wrong right now with my Fedora 40. It's making me mad. So yeah, take that. See, that was weird. That's not supposed to happen. I don't know what that is. I'll fix it later. Could be the performance mode acting up, but I don't know. Let's go back to balance and see what happens. Yeah, I have a feeling that my system may be slowing down due to an issue with the gigahertz of my CPU. Anyway, so now that we're in the Mesa folder, the next one that we're going to do is this. So this Mesa configures everything into a build directory as a root user. That's what that's for. So prefix, it needs to go into there. And this allows you to enable video codecs, okay? Make sure that we can get things done properly so you have everything in one. So hitting enter goes through all of this. I don't know, I may be missing one thing, or I may be missing, yes, we're missing that. So sudo dnf install cbind gen. Okay, so bringing down the depths don't always grab everything that it should, or I don't think it's been updated in a while to bring down everything correctly. Once it's done, it's going to show you this screen right here, and then we need to go back to my little thingy here, and this next part uses a lot of CPU, like a lot. So Ninja is what we're using to compile it with. -C allows you to point to the build directory without actually being in the build directory. And the slash makes it so that it's going to be compiled and everything for /user. See prefix defined right there. Very important. This is going to take a while, so walk away. Okay, so we need to do one little correction. I had to stop it. Sudo dnf rust fmt. We need to install rust fmt. Okay, I know it's a weird one. I know it works without it, but there are some things that need to compile with it. Now you may notice that it's not laggy when I'm moving my mouse. And the reason it was laggy, this is a cool app by the way, is it was going down to 550 megahertz versus being at my 4.7 gigahertz. That is a major problem for me, and I can't have that happen. So we set everything to be, performance built in and apply pretty much. We're basically bypassing everything and just completely pushing as hard as possible. All right, back to letting this compile. All right, so now that this is done compiling, we just have to install it. Sudo ninja c, and then we do build / install. And let me run over this command for you. Administrative privileges, ninja is the compiler, -c means the build directory, and then adding install at the end, or adding this thing, puts it in the right place, and this installs it. So when we hit enter, you're going to notice that it installs. All done. So now how can we check? Well, I believe it's glx info, and then we go up. By the way, you don't need to restart after you compile and install a new version of Mesa. It's really cool. So we're still going to go up. I'm doing this the slow way. I know it's ridiculous, but there you go. It shows my NVIDIA driver, and it will eventually hopefully show the Mesa driver. I'm not used to this. No, it's just going to show this, but the Mesa driver is updated. That's annoying. I want to show the Mesa driver. All right, so what I'm going to show you next, by the way, we can only show the Mesa driver, I believe, if we actually are using Mesa itself. It won't let me show anything else. What we're going to be doing next is pretty simple. Git branch tells you the branch you just compiled, which is main, which is 24.2. And if we wanted to, we could go and check out the newest version of this, which is 24.1. Now we switch to that branch, so now it shows 24.1. I'm not really sure how to search branches, but you can just go to the Mesa's freedesktop.org thing, and you could take a look there to see which versions you can grab. Now we are going to head there because what I want to do, and I can't believe, did it just crash again on me? All right, we're going to use Chromium for once. I don't like it, but we will. Mesa GIT right there, and do an influx of spam. Your spam, okay? Your spam. It looks like they just merged something new, which is interesting. Technically, this UAPI should behave, but okay. They're always merging new stuff, which is great. Add AV1 encoding. What is this? Oh wow, look at that. Add AV1. So there's some new fixes there. I'm getting a little bit distracted, but this sort of happens. All right, I'm sorry. Let's do NVK. I want to take a look around and see what we can grab. Switch to Kepler style copies instead of Femi style. That's pretty nifty. Cleanups. There's support graphics pipeline library, which I believe should reduce stuttering, if I am correct. Let's take a look at that. What does this do? Mentions previously Bifrost needs to be partial descriptor. All right. That's pretty good. And it also depends on this one. So migrate to BK shader. So they are making a lot of headroom. What else do we have? Transfer queue. So this is one that you definitely want to use. And I believe this is the one that had a performance boost. So you go to code, you go to checkout branch, and you can click this. We are going to be switching back to main branch though. So git, I believe it's git switch main. Yeah, so there we go. Git switch main. We went back to main, and you can control copy this in, hit enter, and it's going to check out the branch and grab everything it needs. And then all you need to do is once again head through here. My bad about all this. and we're going to do a reconfigure of everything. This is totally not it. And reconfigure. I'm going to go through everything again. And then what you would do is you would build it again like that. It's going to go through everything. And once it's done that, you just follow the sudo ninja -c C build / and install, and you're good to go. I don't really want to do that because that takes a while. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for other Linux content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Oh, one last thing. In Fedora 40, make sure you're on Gnome 46.2 because that has a fix to make NVK work with Vulkan. Because if you don't have that, then VK and other applications will not run. That's only in 46.2, okay? Now, Fedora 40 by default is on 46.2, so you should not have any problems. Bye!